Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 3 of the program Aqua Army Africa, presented by fishfarmafrica.com, an online magazine dedicated to the promotion of fish farming here in Africa. My name is Major General Gifty Gravity. In the last couple of weeks, I have tried to introduce you to the active business of fish farming. I have tried to tell you what fish farming is, the types of fish farms, how to select the site for the business, and the importance of good water and temperature management. Today, we are going to discuss the aquaculture value chain. Although the practice of growing fish in a cage, pond, or other enclosure can be described as the core activity in fish farming, there are quite a number of important business activities. Almost all of them are very profitable, which contributes to make aquaculture the important and profitable business that it is. So let's get started by going to our in-house expert, Dr. Grace Boama. Dr. Grace Boama is a lecturer at the University of Environment and Sustainable Development in Somanya here in Ghana. Dr. Grace, you're welcome once again.
Thank you, Major.
Please, can you describe the fish farm value chain for us?
Okay. Major General Gravity. I like your name. Thank you very much. And so the aquaculture value chain generally is the business activities, all the efforts that leads to the production of fish. Okay, so let me break it down into 3 parts. We have the before you put the fish in the water, okay? Then the point where you're taking care of the fish in the water, and then when you have the fish is ready and you have taken it out of the water. So we have basically these 3 parts. So let's look at before you put the fish in water. You need to maybe construct a pond if you are using an earthen pond. So that becomes a facility construction or enclosure construction, whether it's a cage, whether it's a tarpaulin pond, whether it's an earthen pond or concrete tank. You need experts, right? And in that aspect, and that is one part of the value chain. So if people go into that business, then okay, they are engaged over there. You need people to give inputs. So you're looking at feed, you're looking at fingerlings, right? So that is also another part of before putting the fish in the pond. And then when you have put them, your fingerlings in the pond or in the cage, now you're looking at a farm manager or a professional or an expert or somebody to take care of them. So in the fish management, when to feed, how to feed, to find out if the fishes are healthy, their behavior, that's also another part of taking care of the fish. That's also part of the value chain. Then when you have taken them out during harvesting, you are looking at maybe processing the fish. Maybe you want to dry it, maybe you want to smoke it, you want to make it into fillet, you want to, however processing technique you want to add. You're looking at also marketing the fish. So the people who are going to buy it, are you looking for a van to transport it to another city or to the next country? So you can see that the whole process that puts the fish on your table, like on your plate, is a whole process. Yeah. So we are looking at it as the value chain. Yeah.
So basically, can anyone enter into this business and make good money?
Thank you. That is really true. So as I was saying, you can see that even from the start, you can identify businesses along the value chain. So that if somebody decides, okay, I want to tackle this part of the value chain, pond construction. So that is his or her business. He goes out there, construct ponds for people or cages and sells them, or tarpaulin tanks and sell them. Nice business. Selling tarpaulin tanks is a business, right? And then somebody might decide, I want to go into fingerling production. So it's a business on its own. She produces the fingerlings and sells it. Somebody decides, I want to produce feed. That's also a business on its own. So you are just focusing on feed production for the various species that are cultured. Somebody decides, okay, I want to be the expert that takes care of the fish when they are in the water. I want to make sure they are fed well. I want to make sure that the environment is conducive when there's any change of behavior because of bad environment. So that's a business for the person. If somebody decides, okay, I want to go into the processing, when you have finished all the work and they are big enough to be eaten, I want to process it. I want to smoke it. I want to can it. I want to make it into fillet. That's another business. Somebody decides, okay, I'm into transporting fish. I'm into freezing the fish. So I send it outside, abroad for you. That's also another business. So you can see that all along the value chain, you could engage yourself as a business person. Yeah.
So, viewers, this is it. There's so much that we can do, so much that we can make out of fish farming. It's not just about putting fish in the pond and sitting there and waiting for them to actually grow, but there is a whole process whereby other people, such as the processors, the marketers, are involved, and you can partake in that. So let's take a quick word from our sponsors and we'll be right back.
My name is Patrick Yala from Liberia, watching Aqua Africa.
Welcome back. So, Dr. Grace, you mentioned that marketing is an important aspect in fish farming. Can the fish farmer decide to do the marketing by him or herself?
Thank you very much, Major Gravity. Yes, yes, yes. The fish farmer can decide. Actually, there is an aspect of marketing that the fish farmer himself or herself does. For instance, telling your friends. Now we have social media apps. You could easily tell your friends, "Hi, I'm now into catfish farming," or "I'm into tilapia farming." That's a form of marketing, right? Yeah. Or you go and put a signboard on your farm site or the junction, the road junction, and say, "This is Major General's fish farm." That's also another form of advertising or marketing. Okay. But also, what the fish farmer could do is, and it's very important here, maintaining a healthy farm environment. Okay. If I walk to your farm and I saw dead fishes all over, I mean, already you are spoiling your market. Nobody would like to come and buy fish from there. Or I saw some equipment, some basic tools, sorting table is all dirty and smelly. Your waste management is so bad. Then already you are spoiling your market. So that is the aspect of marketing the fish farmer could do. But beyond that, you need experts, people who are into marketing, to sell your products beyond the farm. So we are talking about market women here. In Africa, women play very good roles in marketing our fish products. So basically, they will come to your farm, take it, and then send it to the retailers or send it even to the next country, cross the borders. All right. So that's one you need really people who are into marketing, who have the expertise in marketing. Even getting new customers and retaining them is a form of marketing that the farmer might be too busy to engage in. So he might want to employ the expertise of a real marketing officer or somebody to do that. Yes. So farmers can go into marketing, but employing the expertise of a marketing officer is also very good.
Okay, Doc. So, for those of us who have lived along the coasts, growing up, we came across people who were actually processing fish. And you are making us aware that processing is a part of the fish farm value chain, right? So, how important is processing in fish farming?
Okay, so processing is key. It's key because when you are processing your fish, actually, to some extent, you are adding value to it. Mm-hmm. Okay, imagine I bought tilapia, maybe just a piece of tilapia from your farm. Maybe it will go for 5 cedis or $10. But if you walk to the restaurant where it's grilled, it's definitely going to sell more. That's a form of processing. So processing is important because it adds value. Okay, if you bought the tuna from the market fresh, maybe it will cost different from when it is canned or it is, smoked or something. So processing adds value. All right, and the important note to take here is that in processing, we should be careful not to contaminate the fish, okay? Because in processing, you could add some contaminants. And Nowadays, okay, in most African countries where we do smoking a lot, thank God we have improved smoking ovens, which doesn't employ the use of too much wood. In that case, you don't end up embedding so much smoke in the fish, so it makes the quality still good. It makes it healthy for consumption. All right. These days, too, other form of processing techniques are coming up where people are, producing catfish sausages, tilapia sausages. You could have the fillet. Okay, and so processing is very essential in the value chain, and we will encourage the youth, we encourage graduates, people to venture that aspect of the business of aquaculture because I'll share an example here. I was in the Netherlands for a short course, and our coordinator was like, he visited one of these African countries. They made a delicacy of one of their fish species, and to her it was too bony. You know what it means to be too bony? She found, in Ghana how we love to eat our tilapia, taking the bones out here and there, but they prefer it fillet, only the flesh. So she found it's not too attractive. So it means that if we want to move forward with the aquaculture business, then processing is very important, because if we're able to package it in a way that somebody outside Ghana wants to buy it better than how we eat it here, then we get more market for our product. So yes, processing is very important, and it could be in any form as the person or the group of people or the country want to send it to demand. Yeah.
Viewers, I believe you've taken a cue from that. So, Doc, let's say I'm a university graduate or probably a final year student planning on what to do next with my life. I'm sitting in Burundi, Kenya, Liberia, or even Ghana. How do I enter into fish farming?
How do you enter into fish farming? Okay, the first I would say is that's why we are here, right?
Yes.
With this program. And so you could sit in the comfort of your country, your home, and log on to fishfarmafrica.com and watch us. Luckily, there are experts all over Africa in the various countries, and we'll be employing their expertise right on this platform. And so we'll be talking more and taking you through the various steps to get your fish farm started and how to make the business work. So stay in tune, stay connected, always log on to our platform, and let's talk about fish farming. We'll be bringing some of the agencies all over Africa and the experts all over Africa, and they will share their knowledge so that you get the right information to start your fish farm. Thanks.
So, Dr. Grace, I happen to be a final year student, or I just graduated from the university. There's this question of finance. Do I need a lot of money to go into aquaculture?
Thank you very much, Major. Actually, in every business, you need money, right? Whether it's poultry or raising pigs, you need money. But I wouldn't say that. I mean, how much is a lot, right? And so I believe that the most important things in moving into fish farming is the individual's commitment. All right, you have to be ready for it. You have to be committed. You have to make up your mind that really you want to do this, and you will have to get a business plan, okay, so that you can review from time to time to see if you're on course. Of course, I said earlier on, if we have associations, we have groups, and so if you think you cannot start it all off by yourself, it's good that you involve a few friends or people that you could trust, and then you can mobilize the resources together. Yeah. So money shouldn't be the problem. It's just about your commitment, your business plan, and getting some few people together to mobilize the resources, and then you are good to go. Of course, getting the right information. Yeah. If you have lots of money and you don't have the right information, then you could go in and dig the wrong pond, right? So the money goes into digging a wrong pond, and then you still don't make the business work. And so, or imagine you have all the money and then you get the wrong fingerlings. That means that they all come back to the farm and die. So it's not just all about money, it's about getting the right attitude, the commitment, the good information, the right information, which you are providing right here on this platform, fishfarmafrica.com. Thank you very much, Jenny.
Friends, that's all for now. We will soon discuss the topic of raising finance for your fish farm in due course. By the way, I would like to hear from you. Send your questions, your comments, and suggestions to fishfarmafrica@gmail.com. Meet me in episode 4 and we'll definitely make a progression. Thank you and bye for now.